Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Uncle Lander, and this is continuation of my 5th annual marathon. We are continuing it with Mass Effect 2 right now. We have just beaten Mass Effect 1. What more did I can say? I have beaten those games, Mass Effect games on the originals and the legendaries, well, at least 5 times each. So it will be like my overall at least 10th playthrough. But this is my 5th annual anniversary of Mass Effect, annual trilogy of Mass Effect that I'm doing like an open recording and streaming it live on Twitch. So by the way, I'm streaming this entire playthrough on Twitch right now. Links for everything that are going to be in my description below. We're going to start a new game here. I'm going to import my Mass Effect 1 character. And this time I made a better job because I actually named my class, because normally I name my Shepard Samantha. So this time I basically named my character Sentinel Shepard because everybody uses the second name of Shepard anyway. Just everybody calls her or him Shepard. So I basically decided to make it a little bit easier on myself, and this time the class Sentinel. Yes, we're gonna play as Sentinel. We're gonna see how that's gonna go. We're gonna go on combat difficulty veteran because that is pretty much my first time when I play Sentinel ever. I usually only played as soldier to the point of boredom, to be honest, until the last 5 years, in which I basically constantly switch class every single year. So we're gonna play on veteran because I think it's a good balanced difficulty. Squad power usage is gonna be disabled because I don't want them to use any powers, as I'm gonna try to aim for biotic combos with my Sentinel. We're gonna use the autosave. So yeah, let's go. Name, Sentinel Shepard, level 16, military specialization Sentinel, psychological profile Paragon. Well, almost full Paragon. We managed to get almost a full Paragon. Status of Rex alive, damn yeah. Missing in action, somebody not important. Council history, unfortunately alive. In council seat, Anderson. We're gonna adjust the game volume as we go through, as we basically go through the game, because I know my games can be a little bit loud.
Shepard did everything right, more than we could have hoped for.
Commander Shepard uncovered the truth.
And still, it's not enough.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
But they're sending her to fight Geth. Geth! We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished.
Hi, Miranda.
But Shepard, they'll follow her. She's a hero, a bloody icon. But she's just one woman. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose her.
One month after the devastating attack of Geth on Citadel, Commander Shepard got sent into space to look for more Geth to neutralize. It's basically a TLDR.
Disengaging FTL drives. Emission sinks active. Board is green. We are running silent.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
Presley!
Kinetic barriers down. Multiple hull breaches. Weapons offline. Somebody get that fire out.
And of course, Caden wearing a Phoenix armor. And it's a heavy armor too.
Distress beacon is ready for launch.
Oh, that's loud.
The Alliance get here in time.
Oh, that's super loud. Holy shit, I'm gonna turn down the voices down like by a serious notch.
The Alliance won't abandon us. We just need to hold on. Get everyone onto the escape shuttles.
Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't abandon ship. I'm not leaving either.
I need you to get the crew onto the evac shuttles. I'll take care of Joker.
Commander!
Caden, go. Now.
Aye, aye. Everybody in! Go! Go! Go!
Well, her next snap. Alright, and the first thing I'm gonna do is, like I said, we're gonna work a little bit with the sound. Dialogue volume, we're gonna reduce it maybe to 35? And I hope that's not gonna be too much, because if it's 50, I always like to hear the voices more clearly. But because I have changed my headset and the entire, basically just because I changed the headset, I need to revamp the entire freaking audio on every single game I have played. So let's just lower the dialogue volume a little bit. Hopefully that's gonna be enough. I'm gonna keep the rest and we're gonna see how it's gonna go.
Mayday! 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 This is SSV Normandy! We've suffered heavy damage from an unknown enemy. Come on, baby, hold together. Hold together.
Space. The final frontier. I always remember this planet being a little bit smaller. I guess I was wrong.
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy! I can still save her!
The Normandy's lost. Going down with the ship won't change that.
Yeah, okay. Help me up. They're coming around for another attack! Watch the arm!
Well, that's it, guys. Mass Effect 2 is over. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Mass Effect Genesis. Oh. Oof. Okay. You know, we are suffering through the Genesis comics every single year on every single marathon. Might as well we might as well just go through this as well. Do I want to review the story? Yes. I want to suffer because I clearly have no better things to do.
Just another routine mission. Why do they always say that before a mission? Of course it's routine. You haven't done anything yet. It's everything that happens along the way. The choices you make. The paths you choose. That turn the routine into anything but. Of course, that's how it started. A routine mission. Answering a distress call.
Yeah, first of all, first discrepancy, Shepard landing face down to the planet, not with her back.
Captain Anderson's new ship when the distress call came in. An Alliance patrol on Eden Prime had been attacked.
The artistic direction that they could take in this comic was...
whatever it was.
Different, to say the least.
I hit the ground with my lieutenant, Caden Alenko. A good kid. Loyal, by the book. With a talent for biotics. We came across the lone survivor of the patrol. Gunnery Chief Ashley Williams. A soldier to the core. Tough, disciplined. Ready to take on whatever came her way. Ashley joined up with us and took us to the spot where she lost her squad. That's when we saw it. The ship. Like nothing I'd ever seen.
Yeah, also Caden being all muscle.
Scorching the colony and everything around it as it blasted away. We followed the path of destruction to an artifact. A beacon left by a long-dead race called the Protheans. The colony had dug it up, and whoever attacked them...
Oh, let's not forget, on the tower upper screen, there's a Krogan.
Made the mistake of getting too close. It hit him with some type of energy. I grabbed him and threw him out of the way. That's when it hit me. Hard. Every muscle in my body went rigid. I couldn't move. Could barely breathe. Everything went black. And then I saw something. A vision. Dream. A nightmare.
I missed opportunity to say what Paragon Shipper have said in the Mass Effect 1. Instead, they just smashed all the three options from waking up together.
So did Udina, our political representative on the Citadel. With those two heavyweights, it seemed reasonable we could persuade the Council that the ship we'd seen was a potential threat. As was the individual behind the attacks. The main suspect for the Eden Prime massacre was a Turian Spectre named Saren. He'd been seen by one of the survivors from the colony at Eden Prime, and there was some evidence to suggest that the ship was connected to Saren. But even Udina's pointed accusations weren't enough to convince the Council. They just couldn't believe one of their chosen elite Spectres could be guilty of something like that. They needed proof, which meant I needed proof. Fortunately, I wasn't alone in my search. Garrus, another Turian, wanted to help. A top agent for Citadel security. Despite orders from his superiors that he shouldn't get involved, he told me he was suspicious of Saren and he had some useful leads. More importantly, he was willing to share them. That led me to Rex, the biggest, nastiest looking Krogan bounty hunter I'd ever seen. He turned out to be more than just a brute. It was his intel that led us to a fugitive with incriminating evidence on Saren. The fugitive turned out to be an energetic little Quarian named Tali. A tech expert with a knack for hacking, she'd procured some information on Saren. Evidence that proved Saren was dirty. Tali's evidence proved that Saren was responsible for the massacre on Eden Prime, and the immense warship we'd spotted was in fact Saren's flagship. But it went much further. Saren was trying to find a way to bring back a race of sentient machines from dark space. Machines allegedly responsible for cleansing the galaxy of all organic life. These Reapers were blamed for wiping out all life 50,000 years ago, including the Protheans, then disappearing back through the mass relays to dark space, leaving no trace that they'd ever been. That explained why Saren was after the beacon, and it made some sense out of my visions, but not much else. We couldn't convince the Council that the Reapers were a threat, but they agreed Saren had to be stopped. They stripped him of his Spectre status and gave me the honor of becoming the first human Spectre. My first task? Bring down Saren. Anderson decided to stay behind, giving up his ship, the Normandy. He told me I'd need it more than he would. He also pointed me in a direction. Liara. A Prothean expert, adept in biotics, and maybe most importantly, daughter of Benezia, Saren's top lieutenant. And like most Asari,
Yeah, in the picture, she looks like she's already wielding biotics, while in the game, the first time we encounter her, she's being
Liara was
imprisoned
able to help me decipher some of the vision the beacon
by the
had given
Prothean
me.
trap or
Nothing
security
concrete, but
system.
it gave me some clues. And a new appreciation for the Asari. Her technique for accessing my vision was unexpected, but not at all unpleasant. Caden was a little concerned about the connection I shared with Liara.
Kaden could go
As
and suck a
commander, I
donkey.
knew either relationship had the potential to interfere with the mission. I decided discretion was the better part of valor, and kept my focus on our goal, finding Saren. Thanks to Liara's help, we had our next lead, Benezia. Saren had taken her to Noveria, where he'd enslaved the queen of a dangerous race of insect-like creatures, the Rachni. He ordered Benezia to use the same technique Liara had used on me to extract information from the Rachni queen. The queen's drones were everywhere, and they were not happy. We had to fight through hundreds of them to get to Benezia. By the time we arrived, Saren was gone, with the information.
I mean, not about the hundreds,
I
but
tried
at
to
least
reason
30.
with Benezia, but Saren had indoctrinated her. He had somehow acquired the ability to control people's actions and wills. Benezia wouldn't surrender, and Liara was forced to watch her mother die in her arms. And I was left with an angry, dangerous Rachni queen to deal with. She claimed her drones would do no harm if I released her. But the Rachni had terrorized the galaxy before.
And that is also not true.
I wouldn't doom an entire
She got
species
released, but
for
she
past
explained
sins.
that her remaining drones are
Queen was true to her
separated
word.
from her.
She left and took her army of drones with her. With Saren's top lieutenant dead, he was quickly running out of time and places to hide. I tracked him down at his base on Vermeer, but we soon learned it was more than a base of operations. It was a breeding ground. Saren was breeding an army of Krogan. He'd found a cure for the genophage, a disease inflicted on the Krogan to prevent them from breeding and taking over the galaxy. But the Krogan Saren was breeding were slaves, mindless beasts that obeyed Saren's will. I had to destroy the base
Oh,
and all
poor
its
Rex.
research.
They did him so
Rex
dirty in this
disagreed.
picture.
Violently. Rex wanted the genophage cure for his people.
They did
I
him
tried to
so
convince him to
dirty.
help me destroy it, that these Krogan weren't real. But he wouldn't back down. Fortunately, Rex is smarter than he looks. He realized this wasn't the way to help his people, and that Saren was the real threat. When we finally got to the center of the base, I realized just how close Saren was to completing his plan. He was already in communication with the Reapers. Sovereign, Saren's flagship we'd all assumed was just a ship, was a Reaper. It spoke to me, threatened me. I could feel the menace it had for every living thing. It wanted me dead. It wanted us all dead. And I knew it was capable of doing just that. What I couldn't understand was why Saren would help it. But there was no time to think about it. Sovereign knew where we were. We had to destroy the base and get the hell out. I split my team into 2 squads, sending Ash with one and Caden with the other as a distraction. We had a nuke and we planned to use it. Before we could detonate the bomb, Saren showed up. We fought. I stalled him to make time for my team.
Which again, not true, because we had
talking to
Solarians
him,
and we could split the teams
realized the
there
truth.
before invading.
It wasn't Saren who was indoctrinating everyone. It was Sovereign, the Reaper. And Saren was in deeper than all of them. He tried to convince me he was still in control. Said he'd found a way to reduce the Reaper's influence, but he was kidding himself. Or believing the lies Sovereign was telling him. Before I could convince him to stop, he ran, leaving me just seconds to extract my squad mates. I tried, but I wasn't fast enough. I could only save one of them. Ash was a good friend, and a great soldier. But I had to choose. And I chose Caden. That was the last time Saren would slip away from me. I knew then, the next time we met, one of us would die. With my team mostly intact, we chased
Listen, this
Saren
picture,
and his army
Garrus,
to
looks
Ilos.
like
a
he should,
long-lost planet that
instead of
once
being all
belonged to
green as
Protheans.
before.
As we prepared for what we knew would be a desperate fight, I spoke to my crew. We were just one ship against Saren's growing army. I assured them all that despite the odds, we could defeat him. I'd never tell anyone, but I had my doubts. Leaving Ashley behind, it hardened my resolve, but revealed a weakness in my defenses. How many more friends and allies would I be willing to sacrifice in order to stop Saren? We arrived on Ilos close behind Saren. Once on the planet, we discovered a Prothean database.
Yeah, let's forget that we got basically stuck.
Years ago. And every
We got stuck by the council. We just went to Ilos right after Vermeer.
The Protheans had fought and died like every species before them, but a few survived long enough to leave a parting gift. The Protheans had discovered that the Citadel was the key to controlling the mass relays. By sabotaging the Citadel, they found a way to close the relays to dark space, slowing the Reaper's return, giving us the time we needed to find a solution to stop the Reapers once and for all. Saren knew this. He was leading his army to take control of the Citadel and re-establish the relays to dark space, bringing the waiting Reapers here to destroy us all. We followed him to the Citadel. It was intact.
Oh yeah, sure. Garrus and Tally will use double
It caught the
pistols.
Council fleets by surprise, and they were only now regrouping.
Totally.
And with Sovereign as his flagship, there was
Excuse
little
me.
hope that the fleets could counterattack with enough strength to take back the
At
Citadel.
least the freaking husks are
Saren was
looking
done
pretty
running,
good.
And I was done chasing him. As the Alliance and Council fleets battled Saren's army outside the Citadel, I cornered the Turian bastard in the Citadel tower and confronted
Garrus would look better if he had his mouth
He
closed. Like,
died
come on,
believing that
man.
The Reapers would save him. As I fought to regain control of the Citadel, the Council's flagship, the Destiny Ascension, fell under attack. Despite Saren's death, Sovereign and Saren's army continued to fight. The Council was aboard the Destiny Ascension and they were requesting assistance. But I knew in order to help them, I would have to put our human Alliance fleet in jeopardy. The Council had to be saved.
Yeah. Also on
They
the
represented the
Asari
hearts and
mothership,
minds
you
of the
have
galactic
humans
community.
piloting the ship.
Without
Yeah,
them, the
that's
fleet would be in
totally
disarray.
makes sense.
Even with the Citadel back in my control,
Even
Saren
though in the
defeated
very
them
in the very end of the
leading
game, the
combined
person that was like
galactic
piloting
The battle
the
against
Ascension
Sovereign,
was
the
an
single
Asari.
Reaper, was relentless. It took the combined fleets of humanity and the other races, but in the end, Sovereign fell. But the costs were immense. While humanity's efforts in the war earned us our first seat on the Council, it was a hollow victory. The Reapers were still out there. I knew the fight was far from over, but as the one who'd led the fight against Saren, I was given new responsibilities. The choice of humanity's first counselor was left to me to decide. On the one hand, Udina, the lifetime politician, ruthless and ambitious,
And a
could
dickhead.
easily navigate the political landmines that would soon be placed before him. The other choice, Captain Anderson, the career soldier, tough but fair,
And a bro.
but a friend, and someone I could trust. Both great leaders in their own right. Anderson didn't want the job, which was a sure sign he'd be perfect for it. No ambition to get in the way. The war was over. The threat had passed. In time, the Council would rebuild itself. The Citadel could be repaired. Even the pain of lost friends would fade. But none of that mattered if the Reapers were still out there. And if they were all as powerful as Sovereign, we had to find a way to stop them. I had to find a way. I gathered my crew, took my ship, and went in search of answers. Officially, the Council would only say I was assigned cleanup duty, routing out any remnants of Saren's army. Just another routine mission.
You have to admit that it's actually quite impressive how Council just very quickly decided to just shove Shepard and his team to just like clean up and not try to
Commander
pursue
Shepard
what
has
could
been
possibly be
recovered.
happening.
The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
You have to say that the lead shipper is a little crispy. Alright, there we go. That's my Shepard right there. I'm just gonna accept the important face because that's the face I'm gonna use. Where is Soldier for the Sentinel? There we go. We're gonna play a Sentinel. Just the entire trilogy is gonna be played as a Sentinel. I'm simply interested about the differences. Power, tracking, tech armor, throw, warp, overload, cryoblast. I'm definitely not gonna use cryoblast. Weapon training, heavy pistols, submachine guns. I have a mod that basically allows me to use assault rifles with this combination, so we're definitely gonna do that. And basically the plan is to build a tank out of the Sentinel, even though I have seen like pretty lots of ways to play as Sentinel. I kind of want to make that tank build. I really want to see how it's gonna reflect, like is basically build as much damage resistance as possible, if possible, and not really focus much on weapon damage whatsoever. So probably not even gonna take an ammo power. Not gonna upgrade my power of my abilities or nothing like this, just pure shield, armor, and health. Which I believe in Mass Effect 2 it's not even gonna play like that, because in Mass Effect 2 you don't really have armor, you only have health and shield. So I'm gonna just build as much shield as possible, because I also believe that damage resistance is I think it's like a separate upgrade in the ship. Anyway, I'm gonna play a Sentinel like I said. And the from the powers, armor piercing ammo is nice. Barrier, if I'm gonna pick up barrier, that's basically gonna nullify the tech armor. Those are basically two abilities that are gonna conflict with each other. Slam, no thank you. Fortification, again, just like barrier, that's gonna not really do me very good. Shield boost, it's the same. It's basically, if you have like any kind of aura or buff ability, they're gonna conflict with each other. One is gonna disable another. Innate drain is good because it can basically restore your shield. The problem is it only works on enemies that have shields. The thing, and the problem is the enemies that are gonna have shields are definitely not our main antagonists, which are collectors. So this is useful against lots of enemies, but not against the main enemies. Neural shock would be okay. Shredder armor again. Inferno grenade, flashbang, stasis. I think I'm gonna take Reeve. Reeve is like pretty much a very universal ability, and I will take that because sure, maybe tech armor is providing me with shields. Reeve restores the barriers, but the thing is, Reeve also provides a stun. It can stun enemies, and if there's like more than one enemy very close by, you can basically stun multiple enemies at the same time. So yeah, I'm gonna take Reeve. I want to see how that's gonna work with my Sentinel build. And a matter of fact, I'm probably gonna focus this skill first before anything else. But if I could take something else than a Reeve, Neural Shock would be good because I believe it has the same ability in Mass Effect 1, which is pretty much put the enemy to the ground. But the thing is, organic enemy. And I'm not sure if collectors would actually count with that, as they are not really, they're like 50-50. But if you have like any other class, if I could suggest something, just go for one of the ammos. You could go for Shredder ammo, armor piercing, or warp ammo, you're gonna be good. But if you are playing as a purely biotic, just get yourself warp ammunition. Just get yourself warp ammunition or get yourself Reeve like I'm gonna do right now. Reeve is gonna basically be your tiny bit of a crowd control that we can do. Well, that assuming that you're gonna level it up properly. But I'm still gonna take Reeve. Yep, there we go. Confirm.
Something's wrong. She's reacting to outside stimuli, showing an awareness of her surroundings. Oh my god, Miranda. I think she's waking up.
Hi, Miranda. Oh, hi there.
She's not ready yet. Give her the sedative.
You.
Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts. Stats pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
If there's a one ability that I'm definitely gonna upgrade on Shepard besides Reeve, is going to be Overload against the shields.
Too close. We almost lost her.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.
100% shields.
Wake up, Commander. Shepard, do you hear me? Get out of that bed now. This facility is under attack.
One other thing that I wanted to find as a mod is a mod that allows Shepard to keep her scars as a Paragon character. The thing is, there's no such mod for Mass Effect 3, as far as I know. Already level 5. What if I do have a time to wait? Okay, let me just get the armor. Oh, we already got a warp, so not warp but a throw. So that's neat. Already got 3 abilities.
Doesn't have a thermal clip.
It's a med bay. We'll get you a clip from. Keep your head down, Shepard. Shield yourself from someone hacking security trying to kill you. Look for a thermal clip for your pistol.
My pistol already has 25 rounds in the pistol. Sorry, my pistol basically has increased ammo capacity, and there's a good reason for that, because I have a mod that basically does that for me. What I could do is to just take a look at the squad, and I have Defender, apparently. Fine-tunes your brain, making your powers more potent and efficient. Yeah, sure, whatever. Probably when it comes to throw, I'm only going to level up to level 2 and then just max up warp. But I definitely want to max up tech armor so I can get that juicy overload. But first I'm going to get Defender rank 1, tech armor. Yeah, immediately going for overload, not even looking. Level 1. Okay, what do I want to have next? Overload. I'm going to ignore Cryoblast altogether. I don't really think that Cryoblast... Then I'm simply gonna use it. Cryoblast is good against regular enemies that only have health on them. Which actually... Maybe I'm gonna tempt myself for this. Maybe. Just maybe. And I'm gonna get Reeve rank 2. And then I'm gonna level up Defender, then throw so I can get some warp. Because I think I can combine the Reeve with warp for Biotic Explosion. Yep, Sentinel has shields. Sentinel has shields, so that's gonna be interesting. Also, let me move this somewhere away, like on number 8. And yeah, I'm gonna have maybe something like this. There we go, thermal clip. Doors locked.
Looks like they set up a barricade to try. Look out! Keep moving. We need to get to the shuttles. Shepard, security mechs are closing in on your position. Take cover.
Lovely. Next. And I can actually do you a Reeve. Oh, actually, I don't. I cannot. I forgot those are machines.
Nice work, Shepard. Coast is clear.
I totally forgot that, well, I can't really do that. Because robots are robots. They're not, I can only Reeve organic targets. Which, as far as my experience is, when it comes to Reeve, I can use it against the collectors.
Don't waste time. I can't keep the mechs distracted for long.
Shouldn't there be a room somewhere nearby that could, like, give me a little bit of lore? A little bit of money? Maybe it's a little bit later because I cannot find it right now. There's nothing on the ground.
More reinforcement.
Grenade launcher. Here comes the mechs. There go the get.
Take the elevator down 1 floor.
Yeah. Here they go.
Hurry! Get to the door! Run! You're doing fine, Shepard. Head to the next room and I'll try to meet you. Shepard, you can free me. I've got mech closing in on my position.
Yeah, the mech's closing. Oh no. Oh, hi.
Progress is slow, but subject shows signs of recovery. Major organs are again functional, and there are signs of rudimentary neurological activity. In an effort to accelerate the process, we've moved from simple organic reconstruction of the subject to biosynthetic fusion. Initial results show promise.
I think there's a safe somewhere around. Yeah, there it is. Money.
Log update. The cost of this project is astronomical. Over 4 billion credits so far. But nobody seems to care that we've gone over budget. I don't know where the boss gets all his money. Maybe it's better not to know. I just wish he'd kick a little more in my direction once in a while.
Ah, yes, the power-hungry Wilson. Wilson! Oh, that sounded great. Nah.
System not designed for specialized ammunition.
Log update. I can't figure Miranda out. As project director, she should be ecstatic at all the progress we've made. But she's still the same old ice queen. Maybe she's worried Shepard might become the new favorite. Or maybe she is just a pure cold-hearted bitch.
I've got him.
Oh, do we have to talk with him?
What the hell? On target.
Oh.
Come on over. What are you doing here? I thought you were still a work in progress.
And I thought you were still an asshole. I wish I could just be full renegade against him all the time. I wish I really could, but nah.
Are you with Miranda?
Yeah, sorry. I forgot this is all new to you right now. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for—
Hostiles detected.
Damn it! Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
Just a few questions. No, because they can answer all my questions in a little bit. Lead the way.
It's your station, Jacob. I'll follow you.
First step, let's finish off these metal bastards. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit him with the good stuff.
Yeah, good stuff. The only biotic ability that he has is freaking lift.
Assistance.
They're falling back. Ready to get the hell off this station?
Still have questions? Yeah, let's get out of here. I don't really want to talk with Jacob.
What's the quickest way to
I don't
those
really care.
shuttles?
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if we—
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get her out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
I think I remember a Wilson checking on me one time when I woke up.
That's him. He's the chief medical tech. Answers directly to Miranda. Come on. The service tunnels are this way.
Yeah, Jacob. I'm gonna have to deal with his shenanigans for some time. Yeah, like, quite genuinely, the only thing that he has good going for him is that he is a Cerberus operative and that he has incendiary ammo. The pool is not... I mean, it's alright for a small amount of crowd control, but it's not really that amazing, to say the least. That being said, I'm gonna give him incendiary ammo, I'm gonna give him the Cerberus operative, and he has a barrier, so that actually makes him take a little bit more damage. But I think I'm gonna stick with his incendiary ammunition, then I'm gonna level up his pool and Cerberus operative to the max, because I think it just makes more sense. But then again, he's Jacob, who cares? Moving on.
We've been spotted.
Damn it, Wilson. This room is crawling with mechs.
The whole station is crawling with mechs. I'm doing the best I can.
Wilson, find us another route.
Oh, God. They found me. Help!
Wilson, where are you?
Wilson!
Hurry! They're out of control!
Up those stairs, Shepard.
Oh, God. I'm hit! They shot me!
Well, sucks to be you, Wilson. Shouldn't say in front of everything. Like a dummy.
Shepard, down here!
Bye. Don't care, didn't ask.
Construction of subject is complete, but we still need to evaluate all mental and neurological functions. Our orders were clear. Make Commander Shepard who she was before the explosion. The same mind, the same morals, the same personality. If we alter her identity in any way, if she's somehow not the woman she used to be, the Lazarus Project will have failed. I refuse to let that happen.
Bastards got me in the leg!
You were there the first time I regained consciousness.
Yeah, that was me. How about we talk about this after we fix my leg?
Should be some Metagel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the Metagel from the first aid station on the wall.
Shield access command. Oh, yeah. I basically need to use the number 8 button for me, so I can raise him up and restore his health. I totally forgot about that.
Shepard. Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes us even now. I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
You're all strangers to me. Let's get someplace safe and then we'll sort out whose fault it is.
Right, Shepard. We need to find Miranda. We can't leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
Then why did she wake me up and warn me about the attack?
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor. But that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few...
We can overload the
Robots
canisters to clear a path to the shuttles. That's it. Let's get out of here.
Okay, we took him down. But this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if she's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project. The program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
Yeah, I know who they are because of the mission with Admiral Kahoku.
I think I ran into Cerberus a few times while I was investigating Saren. Some kind of pro-human splinter group, right?
Well, that's what the Alliance wants people to believe. But there's more to it. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too. But right now, we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the elusive man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
Elusive Man. Is he in charge of all this?
Yeah, that's not his real name, of course. Nobody knows who he really is.
It was a code name the Alliance used for him. Kinda stuck.
I don't care what they did or what you say. I am not working with terrorists.
You can tell it to the boss, but after we've saved our butts. We're almost at...
Yeah, whatever is left of our bots. Can I actually... Oh, I cannot level up Wilson. That's a shame. Really wanted to. Hack datapad. Yeah, man. I also have a mod in my game that basically disables all the little mini games with like hacking the terminals and whatnot. I just don't like them much. In Mass Effect 1, I'm still willing to kind of you know, pull through and just get through them. And the Mass Effect 2 mini games just I hope I'm clear.
They've seen us.
Oh no.
On target.
Critical systems. Yeah, that should at least touch one of them, and it didn't touch anybody at all. Cool. Wilson, I would like you to... Thank you. Lovely. More monies?
Test subject has been recovered, but the damage is far worse than we initially feared. In addition to the expected burns and internal injuries from the explosion, subject has suffered significant cellular breakdown due to long-term exposure to vacuum and sub-zero temperatures. Despite the extent of the physical trauma, Wilson assures me subject is salvageable. The Lazarus project will proceed as planned.
So you say. Okay, I'm looking for anything else that I could pick up, but I don't really see anything. So I'm just gonna move on. Nothing here. Nothing here. There should be more robots, right? And also someone tells me that I'm not moving the right way. No, we are not moving the right way. Yeah, I think that's the door. Yeah, open the lock. This is where we need to go, probably. Actually, no, I don't think it is. I mean, it says open the lock, so it must be. Almost missed that safe. Alright, there we go. 2,400 credits. It must be where we need to go. It's like there's not really any other way. But ladies and gentlemen, I think it's going to be a good time to save. It's going to be actually my first save of the game. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, people of YouTube, hope you guys have enjoyed the first episode of Mass Effect 2 Legendary Edition with Sentinel multi playthrough. If you did, like, share, subscribe, ring a bell, leave a comment, all that good stuff. Links for everything are going to be in the description below in the pinned comment. People of the Twitches, we're going to hit an ad break in about 30 seconds. So you guys enjoyed the clips in the meantime. I'll be back with more of Mass Effect 2 after the ads are going to be over. That being said, be right back.